Hi, my name is Matt with CarTech, and this is the Raidmax Alpha Prime. The Raidmax Alpha Prime case comes $94.99 right now on Amazon, which honestly is such a great deal to have 3 included 120mm RGB fans, as well as getting tempered glass not only on the side but as well on the front panel. But before we get too much into the design, let's first look at the support that this case has. The Alpha Prime is an ATX case with support for ATX, Micro ATX, and Mini ITX motherboards. It also supports pretty much any length graphics card that there is on the market, with having about 360mm while having front fans installed at the front. The case comes with 2 3.5-inch hard drive caddies, as well as 2 2.5-inch hard drive / SSD caddies that can be removed to make more room for your power supply cables, and the drive cage for the 3.5-inch hard drives can be completely removed to make more room under the power supply strap. For liquid cooling, the Alpha supports up to a 360mm radiator up front and a 240mm radiator up top. And in my case, I actually mounted a 120mm all-in-one radiator in the back of the case. For the amount of fans that you can fit is pretty much the same as the radiator support, except up top you can fit up to 3 120mm fans or 2 140mm fans. The top of the case has a really nice dust filter that's magnetic and snaps on really nice, but the front panel doesn't, which I really wish it came included as well. Now to get into the overall design of the case. First off, in my opinion, it looks great. From having tempered glass on both the side panel as well as having tempered glass on the front. The side panel for having tempered glass is pretty standard for cases at this price point, but for having tempered glass on the front as well isn't, and oh boy does it look great with having those 3 120mm RGB fans that come included with the case. The RGB fans are great. The colors look great as well, mainly due to having LEDs on the outer. The internal design does a great job of tying everything together, with having a similar design of the outside brought into the inside of the power supply shroud by having angular lines. The backside of the case has a decent amount of room to hide and manage your cables, with having tie-down points for your zip ties to keep your cables nice and tidy. This is also where you have the 2 hard drive caddies that are completely removable, as well as having 2 SSD caddies that are also completely removable. They are all solidly built but are easy to mount, but at the same time I would really like to see the SSD caddies completely toolless, like in some higher end cases. The cable routing is a pretty simple design with an angular cutout, which makes it easy to pass cables through, but I would still really like to see rubber grommets instead, just because I tend to like those for managing and going through with cable, as well as they tend to look a lot better. The controller of the RGB fans is simple and works perfectly. I haven't had any issues with it not working or not turning on exactly when I click it or changing colors. As great as the design and the build and the built-in features of the case are, there are a few issues I would like to bring up. First off, having tempered glass up front really runs you into quite a few airflow issues. With only having small slits on each side, the case can be starved for air. Also, one of my other complaints is that almost all of the PCIe covers, except for a couple, are breakaway, which means that they break off anytime that you have to remove them. Overall, the Raidmax Alpha Prime case is just one great looking case with an all black design, with having not only tempered glass on the side panel but also having tempered glass on the front to show off the included beautiful RGB fans, which leads me to saying I'm going to be keeping my main Ryzen system in this machine for now on, just because I love the great value and the features of this case. And this case earns 2 thumbs up from me. I will have links where to buy this case on Amazon, as well as I'll have a link to Raidmax's site where you can learn more about this case. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe and like the video if you guys enjoyed it, as well as comment any suggestions that you guys want to see in the future.
as hopefully I'll have some new car reviews coming out as well. Probably in the next month I'll have at least 2, I know for sure. And besides that, this has been Matt with Car Tech, and I'll see you guys in the next video.